Greetings, fellow students, teachers, school board members, and part-time job holders. My name is Leonardo Caceres, and I'm a high school junior and a part-time job holder. I had just recently gotten a part-time job in March of my sophomore year, and it was not as difficult to balance school and work. I have a friend by the name of Kiana Clark, who was a junior and was working with me at the time. She had the experiences of the hardships of being a junior out the window, and she was a straight A student. She also balanced a part-time job with all the schoolwork she had because she went to Grayson High School, and you know how they like to make our junior year hard with physics, algebra 2, and any other classes you need in order to graduate, and on top of that, finding colleges. The advice she gave me was great, but sometimes advice can go two ways, good or bad. It went somewhat bad for me. I have physics first period, and sometimes my shifts didn't end until 10 at night, maybe 10:30. And I have to go home, shower, and finish the homework I couldn't get to during break. All that takes time, and I don't be going to sleep until 11:30, maybe midnight on probably 3 days out of the week. I want teachers to look at me and other students who have a part-time job differently. The reason why is because we are holding down a job, making money, and and gaining work experience for the real world. Don't get me wrong, school teaches you a little bit, but in all honesty, and my fellow students can agree, that school does not teach you that much for the real world. Having a part-time job teaches you the reality that the real world is hard. Some people need part-time jobs for money reasons, and you can't blame them for that. Not everyone is lucky to have their own car, money for college, things we need to have nowadays in the world. Without college, it's hard to get good education and good money. Without a car, how are you going to get to work, to school, or to college and university? I want schools to have something to work with students who have a part-time job, like a free period to rest or work on homework. Think about it. Teachers don't like when students fall asleep in class, but if they knew they had a part-time job, they could send them to some sort of study hall so they wouldn't disrupt teachers from teaching. However, some can argue that just because you have a part-time job is no excuse for you to fall asleep in class because you control what your shifts are. Now, from personal experience, having a good work ethic gets you places. I owe it to my dad for teaching me at such a young age of 10. Some parents don't really care if their kids have a part-time job or a work ethic. They just spoil them. And to me, that's not how it's supposed to go. So, since having a good work ethic, I have gotten 2 raises in the past 6 months. Now, it benefited me, but it was because I work hard, and I cannot stand being lazy, and just seeing spoiled kids makes me mad because they just don't understand the feeling of getting that paycheck and saying, I earned this money. Having the experience of being able to balance school and a part-time job is a great tool to succeed in the future, no matter what you choose to be when you grow up. Like my dad always says to me, good work is not cheap and cheap work is not good. So I would like for teachers to look at students who hold down a part-time job differently. Give them a little bit more respect. It's not the easiest thing to do, but all we're trying to do is better ourselves from becoming a generation of adults who will write and set the pages for the next generation of kids by showing them that good work will get you a lot more places, a lot more respect, and peace of mind for yourself, and teach them show them not to be lazy bums. The school board take in mind that study hall to give part-time job holders time to work on homework and rest, because trust, if you do that, the grades will show it. Thank you for giving me your time and listening on what I had to say about part-time jobs, because I can relate to this and some of you can too.